Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is Dyson Sphere Program Multiplayer with Stejo, now with way more bits of
I
data.
I can't believe you were, you were recording 2500. Although technically it was my fault. So
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, it was your fault. So what happened is that Stejo was like, oh my gosh, you noob, you're not using H.265. Sorry, let me say that right. H.265.
H265.
H, yeah.
H. Yes, because it has
So
the
like,
letter in the word. H.
no, that's not how you say the letter H. Anyway, I've been doing YouTube and stuff for a while, and my settings, like, you get them perfect, and you just like, okay, my settings are done, I don't need to worry about it. And then every now and then something new comes along, and it's like, I'm a dinosaur, I don't want to adapt. And Ceja's like, you should be using the new one, it's way better, it's way smaller files. And I'm like, I don't care how small the files are, I have a fiber internet connection, they're fine. But I caved and I listened to them and I changed to H.265 and it defaulted my video bitrate to 2500. So yeah, I recorded like an hour-long video and it was like 1.1 gigabytes, which is crazy.
Well, considering mine are like 120 gig.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully the settings that if Stejo is officially responsible for my video quality from here on out based on the settings that we changed before streaming or before recording today.
Yeah, so message me, leave comments in my my videos and be like, yo, Arumba's fucking bitrate shit. It's your fault.
So we fixed we got a couple mods added. Just real quick, I'll mention those. We got expandable touch range, reorder tech queue, so we can reorder tech, which is great, and then long building selection. So just because we're like moving into a later game where we want to interact with stations and things and not have to fly to them. And then, because I whine so much, I did convince Stejo that it's time to use something to help us acquire new resources in a less annoying way. So we got lazy outposting, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. For some reason, it's not working for him, but I guess that means I am the automatic, like, resource collecting robot now.
That'll work for me.
This is now my job. So I can just, like, do this now. I can just say, like, I want iron, and it's like, oh, there's 3.89 million iron on the planet, you can have it. He'll just, there you go, we got iron ore.
Yeah, so the conversation
I don't have to go find it.
Was like how difficult it is to automatically just place mining machines, and there is no real need to, set and place individual fucking mining machines all the time.
So I'll admit there's a couple of things that we do lose by using this. Number one is that we do lose a little bit of the immersive factor of like the belt spaghetti, the belt chaos, look at these big belts that are going halfway across the planet and they like overlap and stuff. And that's kind of cool, but it's also, and then it also is a resource cost, right? Like you have to build enough belt to be able to do that. But we're like so far past that now that it's just a hassle. And another thing I had mentioned to Stejo is like in Factorio, you can at least create like a big mining blueprint and just plop it down and it'll place mining drills on every spot that it can and fail everywhere else. So you can like automate rail stations. But in this game, you can't because you have to place them on specific locations for the mining veins. And no matter what you do, like you have to place the belts in like a special orientation to pull it out of each one, and I don't enjoy that part of the game at all. So anyway, that's my defense for my decision, and Stejo agreed, so I win. So I'm gonna take care of resource acquirement.
So I win.
And I'm also, by the way, convinced that Stejo's just bad and he doesn't know how to do the button. He can't seem to figure it out.
I think that's probably the most likely.
So one mining drill can now provide up to 5,775 stone per minute, because there are 175 stone deposits on Earth. Tell you what I'll do is I'm just gonna create a station that's dedicated. So basically the workaround that we're using, this mod is compatible, but the Planet Miner mod wasn't for some reason, and I'm just gonna essentially make a Planet Miner manually. Yeah.
Why is it such a royal pain in the ass to, Oh, you hold shift.
Hmm?
I was gonna say, why is it such a royal pain in the ass to build anything on, like, a higher...
Yeah, you
plane?
hold shift to not snap to.
Fucking
So you
annoying
can
when it does that.
Yeah. So you were working on actually making good self-gooped goop. And how are we looking?
We're pretty much there. I just need to split this one off. For fuck's sake, I need a splitter.
Check this out. Allow me to assist. Well, this will only work until coal runs out. That's probably dumb. You probably don't want me to put mining stuff in your blueprintable area right now, right? You're trying to make a blueprint.
Well, yeah, I won't be able to blueprint.
Well. Is that going to get in the way of blueprinting? So I just gave you coal.
I'll be fine.
That was so much easier. So, like, again, in my defense, this doesn't trivialize the actual part of acquiring new resources and, like, bringing them to the production planet. Like, you still have to build the interstellar vessel required stuff and all the space warpers to bring the ore here. So, like, the latest stage of the game, resource requirement hasn't really changed, but this is just so much quicker. Like, you tell me, chat, would you rather watch me spend 45 minutes of every episode just walking around a planet placing placing mining drills, or not?
That's really frustrating. You can't actually get a splitter on the second level.
You want to put a splitter.
One level up.
Okay, so you want to stack splitters like that?
No,
Or
I want one of these, but I want
Okay.
it so that a belt on the second level can do it, because that is the third level.
Yeah, you got to use the one I use. This one is Z layers 0, like 1 and 2. That one is all on layer 1.
Yeah, but I want it to split off in a 4 like that.
I guess you'd probably have to use this variant then.
Yeah, and then I would have to use that variant and then lift the belt up. That's fucking stupid. Hate this game.
Well, if you had to, couldn't you just like use the two together, or like just put them next to each other, or like in a series? I don't know. Here, I'm trying to help. What's the issue? What do you want to do? Let me try to solve it with you. So you're wanting to split the goop here, or?
Why? Oh my days. Yes, sorry. I want to split the goop because I want one going this way, and then I want the other one going to the left.
To the left.
Everything I own in a box to the left.
You want to go hit that gooper. Okay, that sprayer. And you just want it all on the ground, is the issue.
No, I want it all on level 2. I would like to keep my goop on level 2, but instead I'm going to have to use... like, one of these. No, not that, you fucking idiot.
Here, I
Yeah,
think
one
that
of
the
those.
solution is to just do this. You go like that, and then this one comes out on the ground layer, and then you just have to take it up a layer. I mean, I guess I understand your frustration, but yeah, it's just...
Yeah, it's like
based
I
on what you're
want a
trying to
regular
do.
splitter on the second level. Like, I don't see why I can do a regular splitter on the ground level and on the 3rd level, but there's no possible way to do one on the 2nd level when all the goop is on the 2nd level.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. Splitters are kind of weird to me in this game because like I don't really understand why we can do this. Like, what's the point? Because they don't interact with each other. Like, when I first realized you could stack splitters, I was really excited because I thought it would make like a big merged entity where I could have stuff come in on the bottom, and then like I want one to go on Z layer 3, one to go on Z layer 5, and like, ooh, this would be so cool. But they're just stacked splitters. What's the point? Anyway. All right, so
Anyway, that's self-gooped blue goop.
Where do we want our ore to be? Because we are going to need to. We want it to be close to where we're going to do processing, so that the drones don't have to travel as far, or you know, we don't need as many drones to hit the critical mass required. Do you have a preference for where I put it, or should I just build it? I want to build it right here. Seems like a good place. I'm gonna put literally no thought into this decision. Go.
Oh fuck! I just saved that. I saved that blueprint. No, I didn't. It wasn't actually finished. There we go. Got my blueprints, delete self-gooped goop 3 because it's no longer needed. Delete. Now create a new one. Self-gooped goop 3. Okay, and that one. Save blueprint. Perfecto. Okay, so as soon as we supply this with the titanium and the sulfuric acid, we'll get level 3 gooped. Goop. Oh, actually no, this isn't self-gooped yet.
Yeah, you gotta goop every intermediate step, which is kind of annoying.
It's just... My bad. Yeah, there's two that's not gooped. That and that needs to goop, and the goop needs to be gooped. I have gooped one goop, but not gooped the other goop. It's okay. Okay, so those need deleting. So yeah, I can't do that. My belt needs to be reversed and head that way. Oh, there's just a couple of little things that I want to change on this.
Okay, so the one downside to this acquiring resources solution that we're going to end up using is that it does not work with blueprints. And I just threw an error because of it as well.
Perfect.
So I'll have to manually do this. But in the last like 3 minutes or 4 minutes that I've been silent, I just successfully tapped 7 iron ore nodes, 6 copper nodes, 7 stone nodes, and 3 coal nodes. The entire planet of Earth is now tapped fully.
Nice.
And I can move on to something way more interesting.
Cool.
You know?
Okay. remove that. So what I need here is that's coming in, that's good. So we can have the building here. I need this group to come this way and up. So what I'm doing just now is we had a conversation at the end of the last episode about leaving creating this blueprint so that it can be expanded in the directions. Oh, I just got hit with an error.
Might be because I'm looking at a mod. Or sorry, I'm looking at a blueprint.
Maybe.
Does it say what the error is?
It's factory info or something.
Okay. I don't think it's a problem.
So I'm trying to... Is my self-grouped group too small?
I'll come and join you.
I'm only 0.2 of a belt worth of a yellow belt worth of self-grouped blue goop. Or rather, quarter of a yellow belt of blue goop.
So is this too small? Well, as long as the ratios are right, we can just blueprint it and paste it, right? Just instead of making 1, make 20. Is one answer. Another answer would be what?
Yeah,
is
so
this the self-goop goop? Where's the rest of it? This doesn't look
I
like
just deleted it.
goop. Oh.
I deleted some of it. The goop wasn't getting gooped before it got gooped. Yeah, sorry, I suppose because I was building it based on the input belts, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can only, like, regardless of what you want the output to be, you can only input, like... Yeah, I think that's fine. And then if we upgrade, we'll just upgrade the buildings and it should roughly work.
Okay, so...
Okay. Panic averted.
I think I understand what you're trying to do. I like the idea of making a modular, like, paste this and it's all self-contained. We talked about that the other day. But I do think that you might want to just base it around a station instead, because that's the stage of the game we're in now. And also, some of these resources are used in a lot of other locations, and it makes more sense to just make them as a blueprint, like the graphene and the carbon fiber, the nanotubes. So like if you build it around a station, you could have like the coal and the energetic graphite stuff as part of your blueprint, but like maybe just import the graphene and the carbon nanotubes. It would make it a lot simpler for you, I think.
The coal and the energetic graphite.
Yeah, so like, for example, you could just have a station, which I don't have any available right now, but if you had it based around a station, and then the station would request coal, and it would also request energetic graphene and carbon nanotubes. And then you, in that blueprint, could compress the coal into carbon energetic graphite and compress it into diamonds to like complete the chain of all the resources you need. But you don't necessarily, I don't think you need to process the carbon nanotubes and the graphene on site, because we're going to make a lot of that elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
It's a very reasonable intermediate to import.
Okay, so graphene... I don't even think we need graphene. I think it's just carbon nanotubes. Yeah, they're just used for carbon nanotubes anyway. Okay, so you're saying that I don't need those, but just turn coal into energetic graphite and coal into diamond?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's all we need.
Yeah. Like, I was showing, I don't know if I did it while we were still recording at the time, but I remember showing you yesterday some of my station modules, and like, so like just
yeah,
as an
where it all
example,
comes in as a...
we find one we can actually place again just to demonstrate. You made fun of me and said that it's not very impressive, and I was a little hurt by that. All right, here would be like a small one, and that didn't work because apparently my blueprint uses Oh, we don't have the tech for miniature particle colliders yet, so I can't show this one. But basically, like, I don't know, just make
I
all your
wasn't
blueprints have a
interested.
station as part of them.
I wasn't impressed with the smeltery
Yeah.
ones who are like, yeah, here's fucking miniature particle colliders.
Well, you know, I mean, what do you want? Anyway, I just think that you should make it so that any blueprint you're currently designing is like built around a interstellar logistics station as its core, and then we can make that part of it modular. Like, want more of this thing? Paste another one, because we're gonna start doing that on other planets, right?
Right. So where the fuck to find these? Oh, okay. Interstellar logistics station. I need the resources for one of these. I just want one.
Okay, I can craft 2 right now. I'll bring one to you. I'm gonna work on getting that part automated very, very soon. I am gonna use my blueprint that automates all of the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 belts, sorters, and assemblers. I'm
sorry,
placing it.
chat.
I'm gonna construct this out.
I know I've just spent like 2 hours building this. Oh no.
What? Error?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Sorry, there was a rogue belt, and I was like, oh no. But no, I just deleted it. And it was fine. Woo. Did I place enough of those? 48, and I said 40 would do. So that's 5.
If you're not gonna queue stuff up for tech, do you mind if I just queue up some basic stuff, like things that are possible for us at this point?
Yeah, sure. We were gonna do some solar cells.
Yeah, I was avoiding doing tech because I wanted you to kind of guide.
Let's get
the
one of
thing.
these.
I kind of want the this tech plus 3 construction drones would be pretty handy. 50% more construction drones sound good to you?
Sure. More inventory capacity. Yo, 2 lines. I'm getting the RAID receiver. I feel like we should have had this ages ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember saying at the end of at the end of our recording session the other day that what we really should do is make sure we place down a railgun today, like right now, this episode, first episode of the day. Like,
Okay.
move in that direction so that we actually start working toward a Dyson sphere.
Railgun, produce, can't. Don't have super magnetic rings. Are you bringing me my thing?
I have to craft stuff still. I'm
Oh, your pocket crafting.
50 seconds away from having it for you.
I'm coming down to the magnet generation area, which I think was down here, near science. Okay, it's not near science. What the fuck? It's just fucking big ass things everywhere.
What, the towers? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get lost if we don't have any kind of plan and layout organization.
Okay, there's
Where
some
did you go?
magnets here.
I'm looking trying to find
for
you.
them. Where you done the? Oh no, I found it. It was near science. I was right.
How do you like our resource mining tower? Isn't it beautiful? So I want to cram a whole bunch of logistics drone into it so we can actually you don't know where it is, or you didn't find it? What? It's right here. It's beautiful. Look how perfect it is. Come hither. I summon thee, Steejo.
I'm looking for you. Oh, okay. It's just a tower with loads of miners around it.
Isn't it fucking beautiful, man? So anywhere on the planet that you want to request the resources that Earth produces, as soon as I get some drones in there, this will provide any belt anywhere. Just you know.
Useful.
Okay, where do you want your tower?
Just whatever.
Crap, I started queuing another one, so it because we have the mod that like puts the thing you clicked the last at the front. I actually haven't crafted it yet. Sorry. Give me 24 seconds. Or if you want, I mean, you could base it around planetary logistics if you don't want to make it interstellar. I
Okay, I
guess
just want one.
let's think about it. So interstellar, would we ever need a goop factory thing to be interstellar? Are we ever going to import goop to another planet, or are we just going to make local goop with imported raw resources?
It'll probably just be local goop. But you still need an interstellar one in order to get stuff from other planets, though?
Okay, so the
But is
difference between here, let's like do a little quick deep dive on how you and I want to handle this moving forward. So if you compare the planetary, it only has 4 request slots, and each resource only stacks to 5,000. It charges slower, uses less power in theory, can only have a certain number of logistics drones, less I think than Interstellar. The Interstellar has 5 request slots, can consume more max charging power, up to 300 megawatts, versus 60 for the planetary logistics. They both have 12 bays, like 12 belt access points. Functionally, they don't cost any different amount of energy because the energy consumption is based on how many drones you're using. So whether you're using the drones in a planetary or you're using regular drones in an interstellar on the same planet, functioning at the same job, it's the same overall power consumption. So, I mean, there's an argument for just using interstellar only because then we don't have to carry on 2 different entities. But there's also an argument right now to make it easier to transition into this later game stage because they're more expensive, you know?
But if I'm
So what
wanting
do
to
you
bring,
want?
if I want to bring, for specifically this, if I want to bring graphene, then not every planet is going to be making its own graphene.
True. Yeah, okay. So that would be an argument for your blueprint to make self-goop goop to be interstellar because we might... Yeah, it really just comes down to the number of requester slots you need too. Like if you're doing this, you're obviously going to request coal, you're going to request the graphene,
Well,
and...
no, it'll be the other one. What's this one? Cargan nanotubes.
Okay, so you would only need those 3 to do your setup, right?
Hmm.
You need the inputs and you need the output because I assume you're going to feed it back into the station. So we could just, I mean, we could just have these here and then we could actually just import Proliferator Mark III all over the galaxy. Like, we don't necessarily need to make it on site. I don't know. I don't know how you want to handle it. These stations are yours, so you can do with them what you want. If you don't need the planetary one, give it back though, because I can use it to make another interstellar for my my belting thing over here. I need to make 5. It's gonna take me a while to get this built.
Yeah, you can take the planetary one. I'll just use a big one.
Okay. Target is out of range. Damn. Still can't delete things from a long range.
Okay, back to Hell Mod. To the groans of everyone in the comments.
You don't need Hell mod for this.
For what?
I don't know. Whatever you're doing.
For self-goop goop.
Yeah, you don't need Hell mod.
I think
Just
I do.
place down the stations, set your inputs and outputs, and then just, you know, just base it all off tier 3 belt. You're gonna have 300 items per second available. Go. Just find out how many you need for 300 items. You know? Like if it were me, I would just place down an assembly machine. Set the recipe to tier 1 goop. See that it says it can make 90 per minute, and then I would know that I would just need 4 of them. 90 times 4 is 360. That's a... Oh wait, no, sorry. A blue belt, tier 3 belt is 1800 items per minute. So you take 1800 divided by 90 and just say, all right, so you need 20 assembly machines. Place 20 of them in a row and then feed it back into the station. And then do the next one. There's just no hell mod needed. You're ignoring me because you're in hell mod right now, aren't you?
Yes.
I knew it. Too quiet. Too quiet.
Yeah. Are diamonds used for anything other than what I'm doing?
Diamonds are only used in 4 recipes. They are used... Sorry, they are... Diamonds are only used in 2 recipes. to make yellow science and to make tier 2 goop. That's it.
Ah, okay. So it's
You can
not...
tell just by hovering over the entity in your replicator.
I was in
It shows all the
Helmut, and Helmut
recipes.
doesn't have it. Helmut doesn't have that functionality.
Now I get to do something that I'm really looking forward to, which is to bury all of the resource nodes. We never have to look at them again.
That's true. Right, and I don't need that, because I'll be importing that. Okay, yeah, my Helmut's a lot neater now. And we want to be exporting a full blue belt of blue proliferator, is that right?
Yeah, ideally. We need 1800 proliferator per minute in your blueprint, please.
Oops. Yep, so that's 80 assembly machine Mark 1s, 120 arc smelter Mark 1s,
Okay.
240,
So
and wow, that's a lot of...
I'd probably use like at least tier 2 assemblers. I don't think we can easily get, we don't have tier 3 assemblers yet, but we can use the Mark 2s. They have a work speed of 1x instead of 0.75.
Well, why don't I just make it for tier 3s, and then we'll just have it slightly inefficient until we upgrade to tier 3s.
Great idea. I like that.
Because we don't have tier 3 built yet anyway, so...
Oh my gosh, that's right. We have so many more logistics request slots. Wow. I'm going to take a moment to configure some of this.
Okay, so I need... Let's start with arc smelters. I need 1, 2, 3, 15 of them. So as it's 3 and then a space, isn't it, for putting down the purples?
For smelting?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can either do like 6 in a row with pulls on either side, or you can do 3, then a pull in the middle, then 3. However you prefer it. I usually go pull, then 6, then pull, because that way you're putting the electric connection points on the edges of your blueprint, which makes it easier to hook up to an electric grid. Did that make sense? How do you delete an item from the logistics? Like, I want to remove it. I want to move it so that I can group them by type. But I can't figure out how to make it go away. Oh. Never mind, I just figured it out. You right click, but not...
You right click, but not
it tries to grab it.
on the thing?
What? Yeah, I'm right clicking on the entity and then it's like trying to let me split it instead of having it on the thing.
There's a button that says clear and reset. Do you not just click the clear and reset button?
I don't see clear and reset.
On the logistics station, is that not what we're talking about?
No, I'm talking about my personal requests.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So like I'm requesting belt, and I have 345, and to try to like clear it from this as one of my requested items, it's not, I can't do it. It's just splitting my stack. I don't get it. It's weird.
Oh, you have to pull it from your logistics slot into your actual inventory, and then you can clear it.
Ah. Oh wait, are items in your logistics slots like not counted as part of your inventory? Holy
I feel
shit.
like that's a new thing because it definitely never done that before.
Yeah, is that because we got tech for it or something?
I have no idea.
Or... Huh, okay.
Oh, we don't have
Cool.
magnets going into
No, we don't have a lot of stuff automated yet. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought
I'm
I just thought it was
working.
gonna
I'm working on the basics. I'm gonna get our infrastructure. So belts, sorters, and assembly machines are getting automated first, so that when we can start doing bigger blueprints and stuff. Then I'm gonna probably automate like robot, like drone production or something. Be my guess.
Okay, let's grab one of these. Alright, and then that needs to go. Try to decide if I want to go wide or tall on this. Because I still need 60 fucking furnaces.
So I remember watching someone else's video, I think on YouTube, and when you're trying to make like really big interplanetary size modular blueprints, you have a certain amount of like space above and below the station that you can work with before it will interfere with the next station you might want to place. I can't remember the distance though. It might be 10 or 15 tiles from the center point of the station up. Something like that is like that station's like area that it deserves to work out of or something, roughly.
Right, okay, okay.
So kind of keep that in mind, like, you'll see as you build more. I don't know. You're good.
What the fuck is that? Exchange logistics station. What the fuck is that thing?
Beats me.
Optical crystal receiver? Iron reconstruct receiver. The metastable matter decompressed from the black hole is received, processed, and reconstructed into stable material that can be used directly.
We talked about that. That's the part of
Yes.
the big mod, the black hole mod, or the more megastructures mod. Remember?
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, you didn't put a hat on graphene either.
Yeah, sorry, I'm bad.
That's okay.
I gotta tell you, setting up all these logistic requester slots is kind of tedious.
Oh, solar
But-
sail life level 2.
Yeah, cue that. Once it's done, it'll be done though. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. What was I doing? I don't remember. Cedro, do you remember what I was doing before I got distracted by all the logistics slots?
No idea.
Oh, cool. So we got the extra drones. I did have some more stuff I wanted to queue. Sorter Mark III cargo stacking. Yeah, we want that.
Oh.
Right. I was working on making more manual stations for now so that we can get these things in the network.
Sure. on. Come on. Show your face! Show your face, you little bitch!
What did you just call me?
Go do it! No. Pew! Guess what?
What, what'd you do?
Pew! I'm shooting things at the sun!
Oh, you got the real thing working. Nice.
Yeah!
Good job.
Hey, look at them go!
How many?
20
How
odd.
many are you shooting?
Yo, he's doing it! I had 20. I'm guessing that, like, you're best off putting your gun thing on, like, the equator or some shit. But
Yeah, that's gonna be a Stejo like learns how to do it and remind/teaches Arumba how to do it again thing. Because like I learned that the answer to that question, but I don't remember the answer because like it's like a Kerbal Space Program style knowledge that I only like keep it in my brain long enough to build the entity and then I never think about it again. Like I don't. So you press V and you look at like the orbit radius, orbit period, rotation period, orbit inclination. All of these numbers help you decide the best place. I do know that there are some planets that have in this interface, it'll say that they are tidally locked. So,
yeah.
you know, like the moon in real life, we have the dark side of the moon and the light side of the moon. It's tidally locked, right?
Yep.
We can only ever see one side. We want to find a tidally locked planet, and then we place the entities that we want to shoot stuff, the railguns on the correct side of the planet because it'll always face the sun.
Yes.
That's what you want. And then you also want to decide at what elevation, what latitude you want to place them based on your plan for your blueprint for the Dyson sphere, because they'll always face it, but like, I don't know. There's other factors. Just you figure it out. You've played Kerbal Space Program, right?
Yes.
You just go answer the question for everyone. I don't know.
Okay, so I've shot solar cells, but how do I get the energy from those?
Okay, so then the next thing is, okay, what's the shortcut key for Dyson sphere?
Is it the ray receiver?
Okay, so press Y, and then you look in the top right corner. We can see Dyson sphere Soul. Capacity is currently 648 kilowatts of energy available, and we are consuming obviously none of it.
That's not very much.
So below, you see where it says 100% satisfaction, requested power, generation of floating components, generation of anchored structure. So we're not requesting any power because we don't have any ray receivers. So that's the next thing you build. You build a ray receiver, and then you set it to receive either direct power or to receive photons. Photons are better, but we can't really do anything with them quite yet.
That's water. That's not fucking silicon.
Build ray receivers. Go.
I need silicon.
Silicon ore or plate?
Plate.
I believe you could just request it.
Oh.
It is in the network already. Not like for your personal logistics. I don't know about personal logistics setups yet.
For fuck's sake.
But you can request them into a planetary station and have it available for whatever build you're trying to do.
That in my pocket. I just want to pocket silicon.
In that case, you could just zoom out, like zoom out as far as you can, or even just press the M key and look around the map, and you can see. I assume that it's working for you right now. I can see the contents of all of the stations, and like what they all request. That might be an option you have to turn on somewhere. I don't remember. Do you see them? Like.
No. Oh, I turned that one off. Yes, now I can see them.
Okay, so you zoom out all the way using M, and then you find the silicon, and then you can just literally, I believe we have a mod now, you can click on a station from anywhere and you can just grab it. You don't need to wait for the bots to bring it to you.
Yeah, sorry, I was building that so I could get a ray receiver. Right, and I need another one of these bitches. which means I need another one of these, which means I need titanium. Let's Oh no, I don't want that much titanium. No. Like 300. I'll do. Aww. I pooped titanium all over the place. There we go. Oh, right. I'm going to make a second interstellar logistics station so that I can tell how far apart these things need to be. We need to get these, what they called? Particle containers.
Yeah.
Arumba, where's the automation for the particle containers?
I mean, I'm not working, if that's what you're saying.
Make it so.
I'm trying, okay?
So, as far as I'm aware, I want these to be long boys instead of big boys.
Which long boys?
When I'm making my blueprints now.
Yeah, I'd start with that as a layout concept, and then eventually, once you get a feel for it, it's easier to make them like kind of more rectangular, and then eventually like perfect like squares to interact with the other stations nearby. But we don't have space concerns yet, so, and it's really easy to refactor later once you get your blueprints engoodened.
Indeed.
We're seeming to struggle with science at the moment, and I'm not sure why. There's no yellow. Is there a bottleneck on our yellow science production right now?
Probably. Yeah, there's not enough freaking oil processing because I need like 1 million oil processors.
Uh-oh. My game has frozen.
Cool.
Uh-oh. And you can't take saves.
Nope.
It's a really weird thing that you can't save games. I'll keep waiting for it to respawn for a bit, but...
What did you do?
I walked toward my blueprint for making the tier 1 belt sorters and other stuff, and I started queuing a new planetary station, but that's it. Nothing else.
That's not even like that bad.
Yeah, I don't think I'm coming back from this. I have to quit.
No, been disconnected. No. Okay, well
see.
we can pause the recording.
Yeah. yeah. Let's press the button. Okay, I'm pausing. Okay, hey, how's it going, man?
You broke it.
I didn't.
Broke everything.
Fix it.
I put a hat on the graphene.
Good job.
And put 9 drones in. I don't know how many drones you've been putting on stuff, but...
So we lost 10 minutes or so of gameplay for some reason, and we don't know why. But I changed my autosave interval, and now it'll be good. I wonder, can bots take stuff out of logistics towers, or do they only interact with their, like, the thing that they live in, their hat?
I don't know, there's one that says distribute to other distributors. There's like a little checkbox. I don't know what that means.
I think that button allows... Okay, so logistics distributor, provide and collect for Icarus, distribute to other distributors. So I assume that basically turns into a planetary, like a planetary station.
Why is some of our graphene like not fully gooped?
Power could be an issue, or
Maybe it was a goop issue. Some of it was like single gooped.
Yeah, I think it would make sense for us to switch to like get the goop production nice and high, and then have it in the logistics stations. And instead of making it locally, we just request it. That way, if we ever see a shortage of goop, we know that it's from the source. We can just
Oh yeah. So we kind of lost a little bit. I need to make. My solar sails again. And let my gun start shooting them. Okay, so I want to grab.
Crap.
Oh no! What have you broken now?
I don't know what just happened. I'm interacting with a station that's requesting stuff, and it's hanging again.
Please wait for server to respond.
All right. I'm gonna pause again for a second. Just I don't know.
It's...
Let me.
Oh my god!
Oh, hi there.
We think we found it.
I'm back. We're back.
Yeah.
That took a little longer. So cliff notes. I believe there was an issue with this original science tower. It was like every time I interacted with it, it was like freaking out. So all I did is just place a new one, shifted it over, reset the requests, and everything seems to be not crashing. So
Which is
that's the working theory, is that was the issue.
You can now request graphene, by the way. I've noticed it is used in pocket crafting a lot of stuff, so.
Red science is slow for some reason.
Titanium, which is here. That was before I had my titanium pope.
We are lacking energetic graphite for red science production. Because there's not enough coal coming in. Okay, I can fix that real easy.
Right, I need some of these things. I need to stay away from your... Actually, I keep doing that, and I forgot that we've put in the that long reach mod.
Yeah.
So I don't actually need to I don't need to fly around and grab stuff. What was I after?
It's still immersive. Helps you keep track of where things are and what you've been working on and stuff. But yeah, sometimes I do just stand in one place and play God.
Oh, can I not take stuff out of... like regular inventories?
It's specific with planetary logistics and with interstellar stations.
Okay.
Regular storage chests, I think you have to get close. You also have to get close to delete things for some reason. Which is kind of silly because our robots are the ones building things, you know. Why can't they just tell them to go delete something really far away and they'll just go do it, you know? Or queue it to get done at least.
I managed to get enough stuff so that I can build another one. Right. So... this was 15 that I need. Yes, 15 per belt. So that's...
Okay, I think it's time to automate particle containers. You say graphene is in the personal logistics network or in the interstellar?
Personal.
Okay. Any chance that you can? Well, I can just zoom out and check, right? Do we have? We do have a mod that I'm not super familiar with called LSTM. To access it, if you're not busy.
What do I need to do?
Okay. You're not busy? You ready?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Press V.
V.
And then, yep, V. So you're looking at the star. You're looking at Earth. On the far right side, above all the data, there's a little tiny button that says LSTM.
All right. Listums.
This is the logistic
Yeah.
station traffic monitor mod. I don't know what it does,
Cool.
but we have it, and I think it's going to be useful to us. I think this is how we can track like what's in the network, where it's at, and stuff. If it's been automated or not. If it's unlike checking the production interface, which will tell if it's being made on the planet, but not tell you if it's actually been hooked up, right?
Yep.
So I'm showing supply on Earth. We've got 10,000 of the 4 basic ores. Because I've started the process of setting up the belts and stuff, those are configured. I think that's why they're showing up in the list.
Yeah.
Looks like we can also adjust. Can we adjust the actual sliders on any of these? There's a button to show the star at which the station belongs or navigate to the station. Wow. You can navigate, like auto fly to a station.
Oh.
Okay, so far we've
Universe
just got...
exploration 4 is required.
Ah. All right, looks like we need to continue to add stuff to towers. Unsurprising.
Okay, so that there. That would be good here. Oh, but that. I want to blueprint something really big.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, why is it fucking anchoring in the wrong place? That's
Press
annoying.
tab to change your anchor. Are you placing a blueprint, I assume?
Yes.
So, yeah, there's like
Oh
5
no.
options.
Oh, okay.
So
Wait,
yeah,
why?
you can... I usually default... I like to use the middle point so that it stays in the middle of your mouse.
It's too big for that. I'm gonna need to do that thing again.
Do
The
that
foundation thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Host is saving the game.
Yeah, I save every 2 minutes now. I'm a little bit scared of it, crashing on us or hanging.
Yeah. It's really surprising that they didn't do the continents and stuff on Earth for this mod. You think they would have? Okay, so that's that done. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm assuming that I'm doing this right. What do you mean not enough items? Oh, I'm still bloody crafting the thing. Jesus! It takes so long to craft these fucking things, man.
Yeah, we're almost done with that stage of the game, I swear. I'm trying to move us along, but I told you that I was like really unproductive for 2 episodes, and I was not being like really proactive at automating things for a while, which is, yeah.
Well, it looks like it's that time though.
Is it already? Oh yeah.
Yep.
Our flashy got broke. That's okay. All right. Okay. Well, I think I brought us in. So we've been Cjo and Arumba, and you've been awesome. How do you say it? What do you say?
I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.